Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about something that's bothering a bunch of people. Cold Steel Customer Service, or GSM Customer Service to be more specific. Let's get into this.
It's my pleasure. To present Jimislash.
Okay, so ever since GSM took over, and even before GSM took over, Cold Steel wasn't necessarily known for outstanding customer service. Before they took over, I remember I would have to emailing them, almost never really did the job. You got to give them a call. It was a real situation of squeaky wheel getting the grease. So I've only recently had to deal with the GSM customer service. I mean, obviously I have, other people there that I talk to about different things, but not related to things that I buy at their website. So I recently had an issue with one of my orders, and I emailed them, didn't get any information back or anything like that. Am I sideways? I feel like I'm on a sinking ship here. There we go. I'm going to stay maintained right there. But, so I waited, and it wasn't super important, and so I waited. I just didn't really get back to it. So today I decided I would give them a call. No, I had called them once. I called them about 3 weeks ago one time. I was on hold for like 20 minutes just waiting, listening to the commercials. Nothing came of it, so I hung up. So today, I set myself in stone. I am going to stay on this line until they kick me off or somebody answers. So the big negative right now that I have with GSM's customer service, and I think everybody does, or everybody would agree, and I'm not trying to put Cold Steel down or anything, because I love them, is just the wait. The wait is real bad, but if you wait, I will kind of give you insight into that. So the wait was a little bit long. I think I waited 30 minutes on that first phone call, but when I did get through, this is my ode to Janet, the lady there. And if you've gone through the GSM customer service and you got Janet, leave a comment down there below, because I'm wondering if maybe she's the only one working the booth there, or how many people they have. But I got Janet both times today when I called, so that was kind of making me curious. She was super helpful and very nice, super patient, and dealt with my problems immediately. And I wasn't like, you know who I am? Well, first off, I didn't do that because I was afraid she'd say I have no idea. No, I don't. Who are you? Well, I'm Jimislash. What? So I didn't say anything like that, but mostly because, I'm not that kind of person. I'm gonna spit all over the camera here. Okay. So all she knew me as was, my alter ego, my Bruce Wayne self, and she treated me super. She fixed my problem. She went through 2 different issues dealing with my problem, and actually, well, that was the second time. No, it was this time. Yeah, so I had 2 questions. I had a question about something that was on the website that looked sold out, and she said it wasn't, and they had some in stock, and she actually offered, this is the truth, she offered me to put that order through right there, so I didn't have to get offline, and she offered me a 20% discount right there online. So I called her, and she offered me a discount. I wasn't like in my YouTube mode. I wasn't like, hey, I'm this, and I'm with Cold Steel here and there, and it wasn't like that at all. And she couldn't hook me up any better if I was Lynn Thompson. Well, she probably could have. He might have got a bigger discount, but so she offered that to me. It was awesome, super helpful. Offered up a little hope for us, and she said, look, we're working. I didn't even ask. I wasn't like, hey, what's going on with Cold Steel's? What's going on with the GSM customer service? Cold Steel's customer service. It wasn't like that whatsoever. She, in fact, offered up I don't know what I'm trying to say, but she said we're working on our customer service and we're doing what we can, as quickly as we can to get it better. And so I know they're aware of what's going on out here in the community, and people are disgruntled. I think the worst thing that you're gonna have to do as a cold steel enthusiast right now, if you have some customer service issues, is that initial 30-minute wait. That's the only issue I had. It's not them taking care of my problems, because I called back with a different problem, and I'll tell you about that in a second. It was that initial just waiting there. And I know a lot of people waited and said, I never got in touch with anybody. And I've done that. I've waited like 20 minutes. But I think if you just can, and I know it's hard. I know a lot of people don't have that window. The main thing is, or one of the main things is, they're working on it. And number two is, the person I talked to was really helpful and very kind. She was awesome. Mr. Thompson, Stickman, if you're listening, give her a raise. She was awesome. And then I called back, same thing. The wait was a little bit shorter. I think it was about 25 minutes this time. Same kind of, and I got Janet again. But she was super kind, super helpful, did what she could to help me, advised me what I need to do for the next step of this issue. And she was very helpful. It wasn't like, why are you calling, or leave me alone, and if you figure that she's one of the only people over there working customer service, again, I don't know how many they have, but if you figure they're as busy as that time wait demonstrates, then she's probably slammed most of the day. And she didn't talk like she was slammed. She didn't act like she was slammed. She just helped me. And so I think we can take away anything here about Cold Steel and GSM's customer service. It's going to take you a while to get in. But once you get in, from my experience today, on my 2 calls, without throwing up any VIP credentials, they treated me wonderfully, and they did great for me and helped me out, saved me my money, which is always a good thing. And so if you get a chance to, say hi to Janet for me. Post down there if you've reached somebody besides Janet, and also post down there on not your wait time. I know a lot of people have that wait time, but what's your experience with an actual person at GSM? Because this is helpful stuff. I mean, it's not always easy for, I'm sure, GSM to deal with it, but it's helpful. So put who you talked to, what your experience was it good once you got through, and when was this? Was it earlier this year? Was it last year? Was it yesterday? And then I'll kind of direct, if I can, direct some GSM attention over here, and just say, hey, look, this is what's going on. This is my experience, and maybe they'll fire me. Don't fire me. And but most likely, and this is seriously what I've noticed about the GSM folks is, and I know there's a lot of detractors out there. A lot of people want to be negative. They're really trying to make Cold Steel better and do great things over there. And I know a few things that are going on that are just going to be, and just a little patience. It's only been a couple years, and they've got a lot of things to juggle. I'm not trying to be an apologist or anything for them, but yeah. So be nice to Janet when you talk to her. Me and her becoming very close, and she was awesome. And just the little patience might go a long way in getting your stuff taken care of. I think that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Comments. I'll talk to you later.